We are like a dark. Joe's Sinnott died. Joe Sinnott, the famous inker. Uh, Joe Sinnott, who inked everybody from John Buscema to Jack Kirby, has died recently. And a famous a lifetime achievement award at the Inkwell Awards. It was named after him. And I never met Joe Sinnott, but I knew of his reputation. Joe Sinnott is one of those guys who, um, it is a legend in inking. He's far better Kirby inker than Vince Coletta. And Joe Sinnott, I hope you have peace. So, Joe Sinnott, Marvel veteran and World War II veteran, I wish you all the best. And so, and also, big scandal as Dark Horse, as Scott Aiello got in trouble for sexual misconduct. Shauna Mosley, who almost sounds like a really bad moss, has gotten in maybe Mosley. So basically, Shauna Mosley ratted him out. Apparently, they've been having an affair for years, and she sounds like a money grubbing bitch. Basically, Shauna Mosley basically screwed Scott Aiello, and it was like he's cheating on his wife basically, and this woman got one too many. Is like she's been giving him rim jobs around the office, and basically he's been probably spanking on her one too many times on the ass, and she figures, "Ooh, I can Stormy Daniels him. I can get some money off of him." Scott Aiello is a typical comic book executive douchebag. He won't be missed as other people at Dark Horse, but it's a beginning of some big heads rolling. Already, Dark Horse's figurehead editor-in-chief, Mike Richardson, has commented on it. So, Scott Aiello, you are finito. But Scott Aiello's friend, Mike Mignola, who's a friend of some other industry people who are influential, has decided Hellboy. I don't want to, so I won't comment on that. But big shakeup at Dark Horse. Although Dark Horse will stay with its distributor Diamond. Little shakeup at Diamond. Diamond is promoting Steve Bessie, and he's going up. So although his family is still maintaining control of Diamonds, so he's going upstairs, and other people are taking control of Diamonds. Although he's overall going to be still in control of Diamonds, he goes upstairs. So, also, in the news. Um, we it, Captain Kirk might be appearing on Star Trek Brave New Worlds. So he may, although the Star Trek canon has him serving on the USS Farragut during this time. This is a new Star Trek that kind of wants to grow a little. Like we want to see, so we may have some no new um we may have some new um some new things for Captain Kirk in Star Trek mythology pre Captain of the Enterprise. So one thing I'm noticing is with all the new Star Trek series is I think I noticed it before. Spock is really older than Kirk, so I'm noticing that, and that's kind of cool. So I'm actually thinking that is actually interesting. So also, um, I'm actually thinking about there's actually some interesting things uh like uh like uh it was noted in new and it was noted all the recent uh, uh, uh when superheroes gone bad, and Captain America and his Hydra air and his air Captain America as a member of Hydra. So that was among the worst Captain America storylines ever, and was hugely unpopular as Captain America. It often has to be a hero who stands against fascism. So refuse refuse reading Captain America stories on the Hydra. It's just wrong. And I'm and Wonder Woman 1984 will be probably available at the end of the year, and Star Trek. There won't be any interesting new Star Trek movies this year. Basically, um, so not for this year. It is kind of a little too bad there isn't, because those last three movies weren't that good, but but it was something. And this has been a very example about how it can happen in America, how we can have plague and political unrest this year. So it's a little too it's a little interesting this year. So I heard football is coming back. It will probably be partially no fans, partially fans. And before each game this year, they're going to have I'm avoiding sounding like Piney Podcast. Um like some an alternate at national anthem for certain people and the regular national anthem. So I thought the whole point of those protests were eliminating alternate national identities. Want to have one American identity. Maybe like this isn't big American collective identity. This is um this is kind of like we don't like I like some people would have loved Dixie to be accompanying this Star Spangled Banner in some regions of this country. So I feel the move is like why allow it? Was it just a special interest move? It's kind of like makes it look hokey. And if anybody's maybe a tribute to some certain football players, yes, or even the names of institutions with certain things, but not. But please don't give me alternate national anthems. It's not even the good ones. So the only thing I can imagine with a similar thing is possibly before hockey games, "Oh Canada's" song. That I totally agree with. We are almost at the end of comic book business news. I will review some. I will have the reviews and some um, more reviews next time. It is still COVID-19. It is still Infidel. But for now, I'm Josh Goldstein. Until next Friday. Peace.